Great day, great day, great day. This is Brother Tim coming at you live and direct. Man, I've been waiting and anticipating. This is my first tribal quote show over the hangout. I don't know how many people is going to show up, if anybody's going to show up, but regardless of how the guests go down, we're going to have a good time. I want to thank everybody that's taking the time to watch this video. And basically, what this is uh, I'm going to run through some quick proverbs, and more than likely, we will pick one to discuss. And in picking the one, we might expand a little bit because what I want to show people is that this ancient wisdom, these old sayings, some of these proverbs, some of these folk tales with all my shows, I'm trying to connect people back to some of the ancient wisdom because in the ancient wisdom is a lot of the answers that we are seeking in life. Um, and we kind of cut ourselves off because we think that it's old fashioned to open up a book. It's old fashioned to quote a proverb when you're having a discussion. It's old fashioned to tell a story. Nobody wants to hear stories. But if all this is true, then tell me why the movie industry is still booming. If nobody want to hear stories, tell me why music is still selling, because music is about putting stories to music. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes throwing some of these wise sayings in with it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times to help you validate some of your points, you need to expand your mind and pull on some of the old wisdom. That's why we call it wisdom mining, because sometimes it's hard. All right, so now let's get started. Um, I'm Today we on day 50. Now, for those that are new to this, I've been doing tribal quotes for a while, and I already got 49 prior shows on Spreaker, and I'll post up the Spreaker address where you could catch up with the shows for those that's interested. Um, but I'm on number 50 today, so let's get started. Day 50. I'm coming from the Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes by myself, Brother Tim. I just compiled these. I didn't create these. I just found these over perusing the internet, reading books, and talking to some wise elders who happen to remember where the quote came from. All right, so here we go. Live, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi. He who is unable to live in society or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself must be either a beast or a god. And last, the child that is not crying has no need to be nursed. That's from Haiti. Now, for those that are interested, you could post your questions up if you don't want to get in the hangout, if you don't want to jump right in that on the hangout. I'm new at this, so I'm still learning. So you could post your questions up. We also have a chat box where those of you that are interested in having something to say but don't necessarily want to get right on, you want to let me know that you're here and you want me to pull you in the best way I can, I'll do that. Also, for those that we got questions and answers, let me make sure nobody is on. No, that's not the one. Oh, here you go, right here. All right, cool. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a screen share real quick so y'all can have a look at the so that you can have a look at the proverbs as well. All right, so day 50, I'm gonna read them again. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi. Number 2, he who is unable to live in society or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself must either a beast must be either a beast or a god. Last, the child that is not crying has no need to be nursed. Haiti. Now, we see the number 1 and the number 2. Okay. Now, this in my book, what I did, I structured each day as a study day. You get 3 proverbs and you work on those proverbs during the day. You look for instances where you could use the proverb or the proverb would make sense, because as you start living your life in a certain way, you'll start noticing different things. And this is a process, and it's a 90-day process. I won't get all into that. You go to the beginning of the video where I had the intro. You know what I'm saying? I had a intro to the hangout. You get all the information on how to work this. Anybody's interested in the book, if you go to the marketplace on the side of the book, you can see it. I hope I did it right. Oops, I didn't share. I'm sorry. I was just talking. So now I'm sharing. And I don't want to share like that. Like I said, I'm still learning. And that's the beautiful thing about this internet. You got to get up and you got to do it. So I want to, let's do that. So here we go. So that you can see how it looks. You see it? All right. So there's the 3 proverbs. Now we're about to get into our discussion. We're going to have a good time doing this. So let me go on back to the screen just in case somebody come in. Wow. Man, modern technology, man, is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I didn't even present to everybody. I am so sorry. So let's go back. There we go. All right, so day 50. Here you go right here. I'm screen sharing. So once again, let's read it again for those that are coming in. You might not have seen them. Day 50. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi. He who is unable to live in our society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. That's Aristotle. The last one, the child that is not crying has no need to be nursed. That's Haiti. All right, so let's jump right into this. I'm going to pull my screen back up. Boom. Let's do that. Stop. Now, here we go. So, we got 3 powerful proverbs. I'm going to start with the first one. I'm going to start with the one from Haiti first. We get to the other ones. If there's any questions, feel free to shoot me a question. I don't know if it'll pop up on the screen. I don't even know if the text will pop up on the screen. Some of the people out there that may be viewing, let me know. I don't know if you're trying to get through. I got one person out there. If you're trying to get through, hit me up. Let me know. Send me a text. My phone is up and it's running. I don't have no text on here, I don't think. All right. So here we go. Better yet, let me send a link out before. So now we get started. All right. Oh, Miss Ross is in the house. What's up? How you doing? Hello? How you doing? Come on. All right, well, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. But hey, we're gonna kick it anyway. Hopefully your sound will kick in. All right, she hung out, she fell off. She could try to get back on. So I encourage you to get back on so we can start the conversation. But now, the child that is not crying has no need to be nursed. That's the one I'm gonna work on today, because this one is gonna be very powerful. This one is very powerful because this one follows a motif. Now, in the Native American tradition, they have a thing called umblecha, which is called a vision quest, or crying for a vision. We often hear about prophets going to a private place, and in their prayer, they start crying, right? Now, the simple aspect for me for this proverb, the child that is not crying has no need to be nursed, is the same as the squeaky wheel get the oil. So when a child is in pain, or a child is uncomfortable, or a child is hungry, we will strive to feed that child. We'll make sure that the child is fed, because that's our role as the parents. But a lot of times I don't think we really understand our role as parents, because and I know I'm gonna offend a lot of y'all, right? Because it's got some Bible thumpers, some Quran thumpers, and some Bhagavad Gita thumpers. But to your child, you are God. You are the closest thing to God. You know what I'm saying? So when the mother, especially the mother, that's why the feminine energy is so important in this whole piece of nation building that we're talking about. When we're talking about nation building, the woman is one of the most important elements. And I'm gonna put my up here for a second so that y'all can see. Now, because the mother, for all intents and purposes, is the first the first provider, the first teacher, the first love of the child. And for that child, that parent is God, is everything. That's a mother to a child is everything. Now the dad is a visitor. You know what I'm saying? My daughters let me know how insignificant I was when they was born. Because when they was first born, I could pick them up, but they want to deal with me because I ain't have no breast. I wasn't able to provide them with no sustenance, so they would tolerate me. My daughters tolerated me. Now they're older, they're running around a little bit. They appreciate me more because I could take them to the park. They appreciate me more because I could do more things. But in the beginning of life, the mother is the center of their reality. And what happens a lot of times is that through modernization, we have started eliminating the role of the mother, because we become so busy. We start working so much, right? We have to work, so we take the mother away, and the mother, in a lot of instances, take the child to a daycare facility. You know what I'm saying? To a factory to be reared while she's at work slaving, right? You know, because motherhood is not that important. Now, Brother Hatim, how you get all the way on that from this proverb? Because when a child cries, the one that answers first in most cases is the mother, because the mother is always going to be the closest to the child. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? When we look at nature, and especially for our species, the mother is the closest to the child. So when a child cries, the child is saying, hey, I need to be nursed. Hey, I need to be changed. Hey, I want to move. You know what I'm saying? And then as the child starts getting older, some of the selfish stuff start coming in, right? Now, I think I might got a question or a comment or something. Let's go here. Like I said, I'm still learning, y'all, so work with me. And I'm loving, if you have a question, feel free to post it. If you have a comment, feel free to post it. You know, my chat room is open. And I'm loving this. I just got a text. All right, so now I got some people out there that's trying to join. So Sister Janelle, all you gotta do is click on the link. Now in the hangout, I posted on a link where you could come directly in. I just sent you another. I'm gonna send another invitation out. I sent you an invitation. You click on it and you come on. I don't know if your stuff wasn't working. You're not gonna be able to talk right away because I got it set up in a certain way. So when you come on, your mic should be on, and I should be able to hear you. All right. So now let me get back. So we're talking about the mother, right? And when the child cries, the child gets what it needs, right? Now, this is something that we all need to remember, because with the Creator, with the one source, with what some people call God, what some people call Allah, or whatever you choose to call your Creator, we have like a parent-child relationship, right? And a lot of us forget that as a parent, right? If the creator is like our parents, sometime we need to cry because, in a sense, we have become so grown that we have detached ourselves from that eternal essence that's around us. And sometimes to get a response from the eternal essence, we need to cry. This is why when you see in certain traditions, there will be certain times where communities of people or tribes of people or cities of people would gather together and celebrate, but then they also would have days of mourning. And those people that was really embedded in the culture would actually cry and wail on those days because those were the days that they needed the creator to open up to them. Oftentimes, we don't receive the spiritual help that we need because we are not acting in the right way. You know, we calm ourselves and we pray, we humble ourselves and we pray in a plain fashion, and we do our hands. Y'all see me, I got my picture. We do our hands like this, and we do a nice little solemn prayer to our creator, or by whatever we choose to call the creator. We do that solemn prayer, but that solemn prayer doesn't have the energy to make it to the creator all the times. The creator is in all places at all times, but sometimes we have to unleash that cry so that we can receive the aid that we need. Some of you in your life right now, some of y'all need aid, but you're too grown to humble yourself and allow the tears to flow. You too bold and you too proud to wail. And as a people, you know what I'm saying? When I get into some of the special situations like with Simba, or when I'm blessed to go to a Sundance and I'm in a ritual environment, I'm able to cry for the state of my people. We don't have enough we don't have enough black folks crying for the state of our people. I mean, we doing crazy videos and shit like that, but we're not really bemoaning the state of our black community. And to mourn the state of our community is not to surrender to it. It's seeking an aid bigger than ourselves. Is realizing that there is something bigger than us that we need to call on. And regardless of what you call that force, we need that force in our community now. And in order to get it, we got to follow this proverb. The child that is not crying has no need to be nursed. Because we're not crying, we're not getting the attention of our ancestors. Because we're not crying, we're not getting the attention of our creator. You know what I'm saying? We're not acting in the right way. So sometimes we have to really humble ourselves and ask. You know what I'm saying? And ask in groups. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, we need to get together and we really need to have a sit down, a talk, and a morning session, so we can let some of this shit go. And when we let it go in our mourning and in our weeping and in our pleading, in our crying, in our crying to be nursed, we open up ourselves to receive the blessings that we need as a group. Because it's cool to cry for you, but realize our children is facing a horrible situation. Our children are facing a sad situation. Our children are facing a detrimental situation. And, we get outraged. We might tear up something for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But we're not really doing the real internal work. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all say, well, I go to church every Sunday and I, you know what I'm saying? And the church is cool, but the focus of the church and the focus of some of the services are not where they're supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? When we bring groups of people together, we have to bring them together with a focus. You know what I'm saying? Black folks, we as Claude Anderson said, we're rapidly moving. If we're not already there, we are rapidly moving towards a permanent underclass. And that's not the place I want to be when I leave the world for my son. I do not want my son to have to suffer like that. I don't think my son deserves to suffer like that. I don't think my daughters deserve to suffer like that. I don't think none of my kids deserve to suffer like that. You know what I'm saying? And because we have to realize that, in a sense, my generation, I failed in a lot of the things that I needed to be able to provide for the next generation. And I need to cry for help, and I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed to be in a circle of brothers where we come together at least once a year and handling our business like that. You know what I'm saying? We do the work, but then we get the release that and ask for strength for the upcoming year. All right, so now, man, listen. Like I said, man, all the answers, all the things that you need in your life, all the things that you are looking for in your life, right? Our ancestors have already laid down for us. They laid it down in story format. They laid it down in folk tales. That's why I like to call it crystallized wisdom. Crystallized wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors knew what they was doing, y'all. And all we gotta do is open up and be able to listen to them. So now let's move on. I'm gonna do another one. I'm still waiting for somebody to try to get in. Sister Janelle, why don't you try to come back in? I'm gonna send you another link. Hopefully this link will help you. If there's anybody else that's trying to get in and can't get in, I apologize. Are you there? Sister Janelle, are you there? Hello? All right, I just sent it out. And I see your picture up in the place, but I don't. Let's see. Let's do a test. Excuse me, I'm doing a test. Oh, she fell off again. All right. So I'm gonna try changing my settings. I'm gonna let you back in. Hold on. Here we go. Let's try this. Boom. Let's try that. All right. I'm gonna try it again, Sister Janelle. Hold on. I got you back up. Can you hear me? Hello? Video mute is unavailable. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Well, I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. All right. So now let's continue. So now the next one is he who is unable to live in society or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself must be either a beast or a god. Now, when we look at some of the works of Aristotle, Plato, and all them, they were trying to build a society, right? And one of the pieces that I pick up from this is that a person that can't live in society is either a beast or a god. Now, I have to ask the question about my community because all this stuff brings me back to my community because when I be looking at these proverbs, I have to meditate on my community and where we are. Now, we have a lot of people that's unable to live in society. We have a lot of people that are unable to, that it appears to make it in society. And I know there's a lot of things going against us, but the question I have to ask, is it because of our divinity or is it because we have allowed ourselves to be reverted to beast? Because understand that the whole goal of oppression, the whole goal of the whole process when they brought us here was to crush us down, to constantly apply pressure and shape and mold us into what they needed. You know what I'm saying? And in that process, after years, because really it's really just starting to hit us now. We're finally starting to crack, and we're starting to see a lot of beast-like actions, beast-like tendencies. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out. You know what I'm saying? And looking at this proverb, what this is telling me is that once again, we got a lot to cry about right now. You know what I'm saying? And not crying in the sense, see, because there's a difference between crying and whining. Let me go back to that first proverb. There's a difference between a child crying and whining, and mothers know the difference between when a child cries and whines. Just like your creator knows the difference between when you are genuinely crying and when you are just whining. And I'm gonna say a lot of people's prayers are, one, whining and is complaining, asking for stuff. You're not really humble. And second, I'm thinking that a lot of people in my community, a lot of people in the black community, and y'all get mad at me for this one too, and this is a hot tip statement, are closet atheists. You really don't believe, you know what I'm saying, in whatever creator you calling on, because if you did, half the shit that you do, you wouldn't do, because the basic description of the creator is creators in all places at all time, all powerful, and knows all things. So how in the hell can you actually believe in something that's this powerful and this magnificent in all places at all time, and is going to, in a sense, in a majority of our pantheons, is going to judge you? How do you think that you can get away with the stuff that you're getting away with? I mean, that requires one of my pictures. I got to put a picture up for that one, because that's foolishness. I mean, I don't understand how you can actually think that you can get away with something like that. And I'm gonna put my picture. How the hell do you think you're gonna get away with that? I mean, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? You can't get away with that. You know what I'm saying? You got a creator that's in all places at all times. You know what I'm saying? You say you believe is in all places at all times. It sees everything that you do, but yet a lot of activities that you do are foul. Oh, I forgot the whole grace thing, right? But like I said, in a lot of ways, a lot of that stuff for me is a cop out for some of y'all doing some of the crazy stuff that you do. Um, so now I got another text from Sister Janelle. She said, "I can see you. I can see us. I think you forgot to do something again. If I want to join you, what what do we do?" Okay, I can see you and hear you. Your link take me to the YouTube page. There are others listeners as well. Awesome. I will explain what I think is the issue later. All right, cool. So now let me try to I'm gonna try to get y'all in before I go any farther, because I don't want to go farther on these quotes and proverbs. If I got people in the waiting room, I don't, I'm happy I got people in the waiting room, but I want to see what's going on. Let's get this camera off of here and let's try to get y'all up in here. I got it live. I'm broadcasting. I see that. All right. Hide from broadcast. Nope. All right. So, uh, present to everyone. Are y'all there? Nope. All right, let's try something else. Profile. Nope, that won't work. All right, here we go. So now this is what I'm gonna do. Sister Janelle, I'm gonna send another link, because I've seen you come up a couple of times. I'm sending another link out. And hopefully you could join. Um, and anybody else that's out there, especially if you're on the hangout that we have for Gye-Nyame Journey, text me who it is, and I will also send you a link. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. I don't understand why you can't get on from the event page, you know. But once again, here you go, Sister Janelle. I'm sending it out. Grab it. I'm sending the line. Don't let it fall. There you go. Are you up yet? No. I can't hear you. I don't know what I did. All right. So, all right. I'm gonna send out one more link. I'm gonna send it out to. I'm gonna send it out to my circle. Hmm. All right. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm still learning. Event page. All right. Now on the Hangout, I'm going to put the event page one more time. And that should take you directly in. So there y'all go. So now, let's get busy. Now, for some of you that might be having a problem, you may be able to get on as well at Gye-Nyame.com. So let me post that up. Some of you that want to, you could follow the link and also get a copy of the worksheet that I'm working on. So if you follow that link that I just posted up in the discussion room, it'll take you to um, my blog where I have it embedded in the page. It should pop up. You click on it. Maybe it'll bring you around the back way. I don't know what's going on with this. So now, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and checking me out. I'm understanding some people that was trying to watch and trying to get on. I apologize. I'm going to figure out what's going on, and I'm going to get it fixed. All right? But the last one is live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Basically, I mean, that one is simple, fam. That one is simple. Live every day to its fullest. You're not promised tomorrow. Live every day to its fullest. And always, always get that knowledge. Get knowledge and grow. Get knowledge and share it. You know what I'm saying? But now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down and I'm going to download and find out what's going on. And I'm going to re-upload this on my Spreaker site. So I'd like to thank everybody that joined me, that was listening. And this is day 50. We'll be moving to day 51. I'll be posting all the information for that over the weekend. Shouts out to Sister Janelle or Jay Ross for at least checking me out, and anybody else that's out there. If I didn't get you, I apologize. But let me know what you thought. And with that, I'm out.